Hi everybody, John Cena here and welcome to Season 2, Episode 12 of FunkQuest. And we have two brand new ladies up to the plate today, two brand new ladies into the fold. And if you're new to the fold and you've never listened to this before, well, you'll kind of pick it up because it's quite simple. But I just want to ask the two ladies, Marla, tell me who you are, where you're from.
I'm Marla Bollak. I'm originally from New Jersey, and I currently live in the mountains of Western North Carolina, Asheville, actually.
Good. And Lisa, tell me who you are, where you're from.
Yeah, I'm Lisa Pezik. I'm born and raised in a small coal town in Pennsylvania, but am living now outside of Toronto, Ontario. Married a Canadian up here now.
Fantastic. So, if you think you are funky enough to be on the show, send me a tweet at JohnSenior1, and depending when you listen to this, we might have opened recruitment for Season 3. So look out for that. Get ready to vote. If you are new to the show and you've never listened before, in about a quarter of an hour's time, you'll need to get a pencil and a piece of paper handy or something to mark something down, because one of these ladies is going through to the next round of FunkQuest. And if you think you've got a better answer than these two, and you think, hang on, I can do better than that, join in with #FunkQuest. So we've got to decide who is going first and second, because you're both new. So Lisa, I have written a pink or orange on my hand, and you've got to guess which it is. You've got to say pink
Orange.
or orange. It is
Pink.
pink. So that means, Marla, you get to go first, choose first or second.
I guess I'll go second then.
Go second, right.
Thanks, Lisa.
It is a slight advantage to go second. So Lisa, you're up first. Question 1, you've got to pick an icon from the first row.
Ooh, I'm going with the second, what is that, Tetris? Game Boy?
The Game Boy thing. Yeah, nice one. Yeah, well done. Best book you ever read?
Relentless by Tim Grover.
What is that?
That, I always thought that I was different than everybody else, and that was a bad thing. And that made me realize that being different is a good thing. And the biggest mistake I made in life was trying to fit in or trying to be in circles that just weren't where I should sit down. And that book just validated, go your own path, think the way you want to think. Don't feel bad about going hard and staying dedicated and disciplined, you know?
Yeah, what is it? Is it a novel or a personal development?
It's a personal development book. So Tim Grover coached like Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant.
All right, yeah.
He's like a mindset coach for athletes.
Yeah. And you're right. Once you get in that circle, maybe you found your niche in Funky Thinkers niche. Maybe you found your friends that we have a different way of thinking of the world. Good answer. We'll link to that in the show notes. Marla, you get the same question, which is the Game Boy thing. Best book you ever read?
Oh, a lot of good books. I don't really think there's a best book, but a book that I really, really like that I read a long time ago is called The Winter's Tale by Peter Halperin. It's a novel, and I don't remember many of the details of it. I just remember it being so good. There was a white horse. It was very magical. It's a love story that transcends time, and this person is popping in and out of different places throughout time, and it was just really cool. Maybe a romantic Doctor Who, I don't know.
Question 2, Marla to go first.
I'll do the where the little hands over, the little leg people, the black.
These guys with the socks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what they are.
How often do you help others? I don't think this question's come up very often, actually.
As often as I can.
How does that manifest itself?
My business is coaching, so that's helping people, and so it's my job.
Yeah.
But also, even these days, going out to the grocery store, I really even like to lift people's spirits by thanking them, the grocery workers which are really the only people I see outside the house these days. I mean, just the job that they're doing. So it's just sort of, I mean, I don't want to sound like I'm so great, but I really enjoy helping people. I like seeing the light in their eyes and that smile that comes on, however that manifests. I get a kick out of it.
I was out yesterday running, which I'm allowed to do, government approved, and the ambulance was coming the opposite way with the blues and twos on, and I gave them a little thumbs up. I did the old thing, gave him a thumbs up, and he waved, which I thought was pretty cool, because they're kind of at a pretty tricky time at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
Lisa, you get the same question, which is how often do you help others?
I used to help others 24/7. And I learned the hard way that you burn out really quickly when you do that. I would wake up and be caring for my husband, caring for my son, diving into email, answering messages. I'm a content and digital marketer, so I help people with online business, which happens 24/7. So now I say I help people after the hour of 7 a.m. I wake up and I will not help you before 7 a.m. That is my time to meditate, have a cup of coffee, get moving, prioritize my day, get myself in the right headspace. And then absolutely I am free to help and serve. That is, exactly why we're here on this planet. But I think we forget about that piece of, that you can't pour from an empty cup kind of thing. You can't help others if you're not okay and not helping yourself.
That's a good answer. What do people ask before 7 a.m.?
People have those real deadlines and urgencies of, I want to launch this thing. Nobody's paying attention. Did my ad flop? What do you think about this? We all have those perceived worries.
Yeah. Right. Good. And you, I think, are going first on question 3.
Oh, let's do the rocket ship. The spaceship. Son would love that.
Yeah. What genre of music do you find most relaxing?
I love hip hop music.
Really?
I know that sounds so odd, but it reminds me, I think, when life was simpler, when I was just playing sports and being a kid and riding my bike and, adulting. Yeah. There's a lot of things that, even though hip hop music might not seem relaxing, to me, it reminds me of maybe a little bit easier days and simpler days. So, and maybe not always the clean version. When my kid's in the room, the clean version. When it's just me in the car.
So do you have you and the people that pull up at traffic lights with the boom, 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 and the car's going like this at the side of it? Is that you?
That's me. I go from Oliver's Mama to Hood Mama in 10 seconds when hip hop comes on.
Good answer. I bet Marla's not going to say hip hop for sure. What genre of music do you find most relaxing to listen to?
Most relaxing? I actually don't listen to it very, but it's just like that kind of music you hear when you're getting a massage, or new age. I don't know what the name of it is, new age, or I don't like that term, but that kind of spa music, I guess. It just
like supermarket music.
No, that I like to dance to in the supermarket. And surprisingly, people don't really seem to mind. But I don't know if you've been to a spa or something. It's different. It's more. I don't even know how to describe it, but it's just very soothing music, which is why they play it when you're getting a massage. The stuff in the supermarket, they want you to buy some.
What are we on? Question 4. Who is it first? Marla, I think, first. Question 4.
How about the hairbrush? Is that what that is?
The hairbrush and kind of scrunchy thing, yeah. Who do you wish we could get back in contact with?
I wish I could get back in contact with my Aunt Lily, who, she died many, many years ago, but the reason I would really like to talk to her is because she came from the old country back in I think the 20s to New York, to Manhattan, and she just knew so much about the family, and no one else really does seem to know about our family. So I would like to talk to her. She taught me how to make chicken soup.
Nice.
And I just really liked her. And I remember when she died and I couldn't make the funeral. She was in Long Island. The funeral was in Long Island, but I was in Massachusetts and I was driving to work and a funeral procession passed me. And so I pulled over about the same time as her funeral and I just used that moment to honor. So there was something special about her and I think she would be full of wisdom. I know she would. And boy, I'm getting a little thinking about her.
Yeah. It's almost like a window in time has closed, and
yeah,
you think, how did they speak to each other? What did they say? How did they, they would be dumbstruck. How we talk now to each other like this. They'd be just dumbstruck.
Yeah.
What was that, Lisa? That was a hairbrush.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you wish you could get back in contact with?
I wish I could get back in contact with my very first nurse preceptor. So before I was in marketing, I was an ICU nurse working in the hospital. And my preceptor, my mentor, she never had kids. So she would take all us new nurses under her wing and teach us basically how to survive, because you only learn so much in college. You don't actually touch anyone in college really. And then plunked into taking care of people, there's a lot to learn. And a lot of nurses didn't want to deal with us. They didn't want to teach us. They didn't have the patience for us. And she was just her being, her attitude, she was like a mama hen that would take us all, teach us quickly what we needed to know. Like she was mothering, but it was like no mucking about, like right to the point. You kind of loved her and feared her at the same time.
Yeah.
And it was exactly what we needed. Yeah.
Yeah. Straight out of rookie school into the real world. Yeah, good answer.
Right.
Question 5, Lisa.
The yellow motorbike.
The scooter thing, yeah.
Scooter.
What's the oldest thing you own?
The oldest thing I own? Probably my high school, and I'm not wearing it, my class ring.
You get a ring?
Yeah, when you're a senior, you get, and you can pick, I still remember looking at the catalog of like what you wanted. You can pick the stone. I picked my birthstone in December, and then you can pick whatever you wanted to put on either side of the ring.
Yeah. Send us a picture. We'll put it in the show notes.
I will. Okay.
Yeah. I'd never seen that. And everybody gets one. You walk around kind of like this, or what, like this?
Yeah, it's like it's your pride and joy for surviving high school, I guess, and graduating.
Surviving. Good. I've never heard that. Good answer. All right. And Marla, you get the same question. What's the oldest thing you own?
The oldest thing I own is my dining room set. It's I bought it at the Brimfield Fair in Brimfield, Massachusetts, years and years ago, and there's a year on it on the back. The little thing says from 1912.
Wow.
And so when I bought it, it was about 75 years old. Now it's obviously over 100, but it's just a flaming oak dining table with some chairs and a side thing that's actually quite beautiful. It's actually one of my favorite things.
We need a photograph of that in the show notes as well, so you need to send us a photograph of that.
I will do that. They're a little separated right now, but I'll send you some and you can use what you want.
Send us some. Right, so that's it. So who would? I don't know. If you're listening to this, time to get your piece of paper and pencil ready, because if you think that Lisa gave you the biggest insight, thought or observation, send an email to lisa@funkythinkers.com, and if you think it was Marla, send an email to marla@funkythinkers.com. And we're talking about things that you didn't know before that you knew now, something that's piqued your interest, something you're going to go away and find, like a book or something like that, and that is how to vote. Ladies, we'll see one of you in the next round, but before we do that, Lisa, how can we contact you and find out more about you?
Yeah, so my name is where you can find everything. Website is lisapezik.com. Facebook is Lisa Pezik. Instagram's lisa.pezik. And those are the best places to find me. Thank you.
Are you the only Lisa Pezik in the world?
Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know, actually.
Find that out.
I should find that out, shouldn't I?
You should, yeah. Marla, how can we find out more about you?
I also have a website, marlabollak.com, and I'm pretty sure I'm the only Marla Bollak in the world.
Good.
Definitely, I always used to look in phone books and never found even many other Bollaks.
What we'll have to do at some point is we'll have to have a competition of people that are the only person like them in the world.
There you go. But I have a podcast called The Road to Empowerment.
Yeah, okay.
And on iTunes, it's all over the place.
Good. Ladies, thank you so much for being on, and we'll see you and hear you, the listener, in episode 13. Thanks so much, and speak soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, thanks so much for making it to the end of this episode. If you enjoyed it, please share it with your friends. I have a few people you might want to share it with. Your partner, your parents, your grandma and granddad, your neighbours, your hairdresser, your tea lady, your gym instructor, your swimming coach, postman, the bin man, your cat, your dog, Father Christmas, Mr. Trump, Mr. Putin, Cristiano Ronaldo.